Hey guys, Adam here. Sorry I'm late on this one, but I'm here to review Gotham Episode 2, Selena Kyle. I gave good word about the pilot, and the pilot definitely got me interested enough to stick around. So Episode 2 is pacing-wise, it's better than the pilot. Pacing-wise, it's better. Not story-wise, unfortunately. Not that it's a bad episode. It's not a bad episode. It's just, the story-wise, it just wasn't as engaging. It wasn't as riveting as the pilot episode was. Let me go ahead and just give out the things I did like about it. Which was, like I said, the pacing, but of course, again, the dynamic between, the chemistry between Donald Logue and Ben McKenzie as Bullock and Gordon, respectively. It's really good. It's just gets, to me, I think their chemistry is going to get better and better. As the series goes along, they're just really good characters. The plot of this is homeless children are being kidnapped off the streets and sold in a human trafficking scheme, and Gordon and Bullock have to solve it. That's about it. The title of the episode is called Selena Kyle, and Selena Kyle's not really in it that much. She's not. She's in the middle, the beginning, the middle, and the climax. That's it. And she's really there to give the big stinger at the end of the episode. That's really what she is. That's all she is. Which is disappointing for an episode called Selena Kyle. But I'll give the actress this: she's not bad. She's a child actress. I never expect full-on Academy Award-winning acting from a child actor. Granted, yes, there are horrible child actors out there. Jake Lloyd being one of them, but I do tend to give a bit of leeway as well. But here she did fine. She definitely did fine, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of her in this show. Robin Lord Taylor as Penguin or Cobblepot. I'm enjoying the utter living shit out of him in this. He kills one person and holds the other one hostage for money from the dude's mother, and she thinks it's a joke, and he's just like, okay, well, your mother doesn't believe us. You must be quite the little scamp. I'm thinking, okay, he's hamming it up, but I'm a little intimidated by this Penguin. He definitely plays a different kind of penguin. He's definitely not the penguin we are used to. He's not like the sophisticated gentleman type who also is who's also a criminal mastermind. He's a bit of a criminal mastermind in this, but he's very not shy. He's nervous. He's a very nervous person who can go insane and just like that. Hell, he doesn't even like being called Penguin. Every time he's called Penguin, he gets pissed, and he more likely ends up killing somebody. Which is also another, which to me might end up becoming another problem, because if they make that like a recurring thing, him being called Penguin and then him killing somebody, it's gonna lose its shock value, and it's gonna get old real fast. Like, even I started kind of like, you need to, like, hold it back a bit. Hopefully they will. Fish Mooney, like, this is another positive. They use the characters when they're needed. They don't throw them in there, even though they threw in Riddler in there again, just for the hell of it. But they only use the characters when they're needed. Even though I kind of was a little disappointed with Selena Kyle, they at least used her when she was needed. They at least used Alfred and Bruce when they were needed. Granted, I wanted to see more, but they still used them when they were needed. They used Renee Montoya when she was needed, thank God. She's still annoying, but she wasn't like but she wasn't unreasonably so. Also, Carol Kane's in this. Carol Kane is in this playing Penguin's mother, and she's like this German accented crazy lady. And I'm gonna take this from Jeremy Johns, because this is Carol Kane. She looks like she just raided the raided the props department from Scrooge, and just said, "Here, this is what I'm gonna wear." Throws on a bunch of just throws makeup on to make her look as unappealing as possible, and goes, "Okay, I'm ready." Because that's who she looks. She looks like the Ghost of Christmas Present from Scrooge. She does. And honestly, you know what? I knew it was Carol Kane, but I don't know why I didn't even think about it before that. Because, my God. Because I love that fucking movie, and I don't know why I didn't think about that. Oh God, I kind of hate myself for not thinking about that. God, I'm trying to think now. But yeah, Barbara was used minimally. I liked how she was used, and then the consequences of it happened later. Like, nothing severe, but it ended up having a very funny conversation between Gordon and Bullock, which, I mean, again, their chemistry is great. Their chemistry is fantastic. I'm going to go on a bit of a tangent here. It's the chemistry that it's that kind of chemistry that made me stick with Almost Human last season, which unfortunately got canceled. But because it had its problems, but it wasn't really given much of a chance to really shine. But the one thing that kept me, and I knew that it's like, yeah, they're borrowing a lot from a lot of shows and movies of other sci-fi. But the one thing that kept me going was the chemistry between Carl Urban, of course, and Michael Ealy. Their chemistry was perfect. I enjoyed every time they were on screen. I knew it was going to be enjoyable. I knew it was going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, that's my tangent on that. And it's the same thing here. It's the chemistry between Donald Logue and Ben McKenzie is really good. It's fantastic. Like I said, story-wise, not as good. You don't really care. Like I said, it's not bad. It's not a bad episode. It's just not as well written. And the reason being is it's supposed to be this like a bunch of kids are being kidnapped, but for whatever reason, you know what's gonna happen. You know what's gonna go down. You know you end up predicting everything. you end up predicting everything. And it doesn't help when the villains aren't very good either. Like the villains are supposed to be unsettling, but it doesn't come across like that. Especially Lily Taylor. Lily Taylor is one of the villains in this, and she hams it up more than she did in The Haunting. Oh god. See, Fox, this is what happens when you cancel Almost Human. You give Lily Taylor a role where she doesn't utilize her best qualities. Assholes. Oh my god. You better bring Almost Human back, okay? You just for the love of God, do that for me, alright? Just do that for me. But yeah, Lily Taylor plays this, like, who's supposed to, like, pose as an administrator for homeless shelters, but is just a kidnapper, and she plays it up like the crazy aunt, like a crazy aunt. That's who she plays it up as, and it's really, really distracting. Like, and I like Lily Taylor, but she plays it up she plays it up very distractingly, to the point where it takes you out of the episode every time she's on screen, or her or the guy playing her partner, like, really takes you out of the episode, especially when you find out these guys are really incompetent. These guys are fucking incompetent. They let the dude who played from Cory in the House, Kyle Massey, I think. Yeah, Kyle Massey. Yeah, I didn't think I was good. I forgot he was he even existed. I was like, wait, wasn't he in That's So Raven? I got a little sister, okay? But yeah, he's in this episode, and he gets away. He gets away, and you're like, what? Like, he gets away from the bad guys, and they just let him go. They let him go. They don't go back for him. They don't try to get him. They just let him go. And they also killed another homeless person, just because why the fuck not? And leave his body there. and these guys are fucking incompetent, and it's really distracting. There's also another bit of a and alright, last week I said that Alfred was a bit of a hard ass, and it still rings true here, but to the point where it's where he might be bipolar. I'm not kidding. Like, in the opening scene, Bruce is trying to control his fear and his pain and whatnot, which, yeah, it does kind of get a little by this point, especially in episode 2, it gets a little tedious now, because we don't need to see it every single time. But he burns himself, and Alfred's like, what are you doing? And he shows the burn, and Alfred's just like, you stupid little boy. I'm thinking, what the fuck? And then he just grabs him and starts hugging him. I'm like, I get it. I get he's trying to be disciplinary. He's trying to be a father, and he doesn't know how. But it came across as bipolar. Oh god. Yeah. Also, Bruce Wayne likes thrash metal. Not gonna lie, didn't see that coming. Wasn't even expecting that. Bruce Wayne was just sitting there, drawing pictures and listening to thrash metal. Okay. I don't want to give away anything else, because I guess I did give some bits away, but like I said, it's not bad. It's not a bad episode. It's just not as good as the pilot. But now pacing wise, it is an improvement. It gets from point A to point B without throwing in all this other shit, without throwing in all the other Batman characters, because you don't need them. So that's a good thing. But again, story-wise, you don't get the sense of peril because you know what's gonna happen. You know what's gonna happen. And it left on a stinger where, honestly, I don't know how that's gonna play out. Not in a, oh my god, I can't wait to see what happens, but more like something's gonna happen and it's not gonna work out. Hopefully they find a way to work with this stinger. Like, just watch the episode to find out, but I don't know how it's gonna work. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. Final score for Gotham episode 2, I give a 7 out of 10. It's like I said, it's pacing wise it's good, story wise it's not. Some characters are aren't good or aren't as well written in this episode either. Other than that, it's still enjoyable. So far, it's still an enjoyable show. I'm still gonna watch it because of the two leads. I'm really looking forward to the next episode. I'm really looking forward to seeing more where they take this show. I'll be back in a little bit with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Until then, I'll see you next time. Bye.